Land use and land cover. Land use is the usage of land by man. There are many types of land use. There are recreational land use, which includes fund non-essentials like park. Transport consists of roads, railways and airports. Agricultural farmland, residential housing, commercial business and factories. Land use is a process of turning natural ecosystem into social ecosystem. The process is a complicated procedure by the synthetic effect from nature, economy and society. The manner, degree, structure, area distributing and benefit of land use are not only affected by natural condition but also restricted by diversified natural, economic and technology condition. Land use is the most direct and leading driving factor to the land cover change. Land use data are needed in the analysis of environmental process and problems that must be understood if living conditions and standards are to be improved or maintained at current levels. National agencies also need land use data to assess environmental impact resulting from the development of energy resources, to manage wildlife resources, minimize man-wildlife ecosystem conflicts, to make national summaries of land use patterns and changes for national policy formulation, to prepare environmental impact statements and assess future impacts on environmental quality. Types of land use. Land uses are the following types: residential, transportation, institutional, open space, industrial, commercial and agricultural. Residential land is used for housing. The type of housing in the area is based on residential density. It is defined by number of housing units in a hectare or in a unit of land. Types of residential density are the low density type, the medium density type and high density type. Low density type is the single family homes, semi-detached homes and duplexes. Less than 30 such homes occupied per hectare. Medium density types are townhouses or low-rise apartments. A hectare is occupied with 30 to 100 such homes. High density residential types are high-rise apartments, have more than 100 units per hectare. Transportation land use is used for the construction of roads, railways, subways or airports, includes sidewalks, subways, streetcars, railroad tracks, marinas and any other land that is used for transportation. In the institutional type, land is occupied by schools, hospitals, government offices and places of worship. Open space land is vacant or left in a natural state or land that is used for recreational purpose like parks, playground, community centers, etc. Industrial land is used for industries like factories, warehouses, power plants or places of resource extraction. Commercial land is set aside for commercial activities. This includes any land use that is used for buying, selling, or trading goods and services. Agricultural land which is used for growing crops and rearing animals. Land cover. Land cover is the physical material at the surface of the earth. It includes grass, asphalt, trees, bare ground, water, etc. Water types include wetlands or open water. Land cover can be determined by analyzing satellite and aerial imagery. Land cover map provide information for the better understanding on the current landscape. Coastal managers use land cover data and maps to understand the impact of natural phenomena and human use of the landscape. Maps can help for assessing urban growth, water quality issues, predict and assess impacts from floods and storm surges, track wetland losses, and potential impacts from sea level rises. It helps to prioritize areas for conservation efforts and compare land cover changes with effects in environment or to connections in socio-economic changes such as increasing population. With rapid development of remote sensing technology, land use, land cover classification has become most credible, rapid and effective measure to monitor the condition and changing of land cover land use in the global surface. Knowledge on land use, land cover has become increasingly important to overcome the problem of uncontrolled haphazard development, deteriorating environmental quality, loss of prime agricultural lands, destruction of important wetlands, and loss of fish and wildlife habitat. Need of standardization of land use, land cover data. Various governmental agencies are collecting data about land from most part independently and without coordination for the past many years. It has become found that the data collected for a specific purpose were of little or no value. In some cases, supplementary information is inferred on the basis of utility hookups, building permits, and similar information. Major problems are present in the application and interpretation of the existing data includes change in definition of categories and data collection methods by source agencies, incomplete data coverage, varying data age, and employment of incompatible classification systems. It is impossible to aggregate the available data because of the differing classification system used. Hence, a standardized land use and land cover data is required to assess and manage areas of critical concern. For example, the floodplains and wetlands, energy resource development, production areas, wildlife habitat, recreational lands, areas of major residential and industrial development sites. Land use change and drivers of land use change. Land use change is the conversion of a piece of lands used by humans from one purpose to another. Example, land may be converted from cropland to grassland or from wildland or tropical land forest to human-specific land uses. Example, plantations. Land use changes is the most pervasive socio-economic force driving changes and degradation of ecosystem. Agricultural land use changes in Kerala during the past half century were marked by an initial increase with cropped area followed by a dramatic shift in the individual crops. For example, rice area dropped by 60 to 70% during the years 1975 to 2005, and the cultivation of coconut, rubber, cashew, plantains increased up to 96% between 1955 and 2000. Thus, agricultural expansion coupled with overexploitation of forest has affected the state's forest ecosystem. Significant spatial and temporal changes have been noted in the land use pattern of India. Changes in agricultural land use are substantial in areas where green revolution have been successful. A country's socio-economic priorities at any given time shapes the drivers of land use change. Land use changes in India have been augmented owing to the rapid economic development. India as a developing country is pushing its industrial and service sector to create favorable conditions for production and consumption of goods and services. Urban regions are widely recognized as favorite spots for the consumption and production of large number of goods and services. With rising rate of urbanization, more changes in the land use are taking place to supplement evolving demands and exploitation. Impact of land use change. Land use change can be a better factor in carbon dioxide atmospheric concentration. Conversion of forest into agricultural land contributes a net 1.6 plus or minus 0.8 gigaton carbon per year to the atmosphere. Thus, it is a good contributor to climate change. The extent and type of land use change directly affects wildlife habitat and thereby affects the local and global biodiversity. The alteration of land from natural vegetation to any other use can result in habitat loss, degradation, fragmentation, which can have a devastating effects on biodiversity. Land conversion is one of the greatest cause of extinction of terrestrial species. Deforestation, an inevitable part of land use change. Large number of trees being cut down for residential and commercial use. Urban growth has become a problem for forest, and the expansion of structures prevents natural resources from producing in their environment. The impact of land use change on the climate is more and more recognized by climate modeling community. Reforestation and preservation of the land will help the re-establishment of ecosystem. Reforestation is a reactive approach designed to replant trees within the forest boundary, and preservation is a proactive approach that promotes the concept of leaving the forest as it is without using this area for its ecosystem goods and services.